Buy with confidence. It's the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J. Customers first.
Howdy, everybody. I'm Sabrina Salas, Matanane. Welcome to Cruising with KUAM. I'm in the driver's seat. In the passenger seat is Jessica Barrett. She is the president of Barrett Enterprises,
yes.
Also Barrett Plumbing. She was just recently named Guam Businesswoman of the Year. Congratulations!
Thank you.
So how does it feel?
Oh, it's a whirlwind. It's been almost a week now, and it was unexpected. We had a great group this year, and tremendous women, and I wasn't expecting it at all because everybody's done so much, and I mean on a large scale. And so it was an opportunity that presented itself, and Maureen asked me, and I initially declined. I had been nominated before, and I've done it before, so I've been really busy, and then she asked me to reconsider. So I thought it over the weekend, and she called me. And I still was reluctant, and she said, "Come on, Jess, just do this." And I said, "Okay." And with my staff, I said, "Ladies, are you willing to work work with me? And because this gets kind of busy, it takes some time." So they all supported me. So I said yes. And so we went through the whole process. And that night it was nice. We got to watch everybody's videos. And after watching everybody's videos, I was certain that I wasn't going to win. They've all done such tremendous things with their businesses and the companies they represent. We've had the IT girls, and she did so much with the Typhoon YouTube recovery. And so automatically I thought, okay, this is. And I just had a good time. I made a lot of friends with people I didn't know, and then some of them that I have known. Some of them were customers like Miss Bauman. So it was nice. It was great. And then the event, and then one of my friends called me the next day, and she's like, "Is your cheek still hurt?" And I was like, "From what?" She's from all that smiling. So it was fun. And my sons got to join me, so they enjoyed that too. And they're just 10 and 11, so they got to go. So that was nice for them to see some of mommy's recognition for all the late nights and the weekends they see me work. So. And
it's a family business for you, right? And so what got you, did you always want to be, you're the first female certified plumber on Guam. Yes. Is it something you've always wanted to do? No, okay.
As this phrase coined itself during a Guam Council of Women's Chamber event that I was invited to speak, I said, I didn't choose plumbing chose me. So I was doing my own thing. Ironically, it wasn't in my mindset to work at the family business. I started out as a temporary worker at Camera Road Granny Shopping Center for some of their special events, and then they pulled me on as full time. And so that was kind of my path I was doing. I was doing photography and studio photos and fun stuff. And then my mother, Maxine, had a chance to. She started actually the Guam Medical Referral Office in Honolulu under Joseph Addis' term. Okay. And so she asked me to help with the family business. And so I said, yeah, sure. So I came on, just started as a general helper. I would do summer intern stuff, everything somebody does for the summertime, I'd go and help. But this was when I came on as a full-time employee, and I would just listen, and no intentions of ever thinking, I'm going to be the certified plumber, I'm going to take over Dad's position. Just I'm working to help the family business. And over time, I just started to observe and learn from my dad, listen. I would go out on sites with him, and so eventually, obviously, it had to be passed on. Dad's aged on, and he's getting older, so it was a natural progression. And my sister, there's only 2 of us, no brothers, so it was. And Jackie didn't really take an inkling to the plumbing per se. She helps me with the admin stuff. I kind of did the plumbing side. So it was, once I took over, I knew that I had to go ahead and get the proper credentials, and so that's how I started doing the plumbing certification. And then I also did project management. I was attending UOG I got a bachelor's degree in business management. And most recently I went to the Babson College under the Goldman Sachs 10,000 Small Businesses program. It's a scholarship that you apply for, and I was accepted, so I got to go, and it's kind of like a master's degree for your business. So that I just finished fall of last year. And then yesterday I started a SBA Merging Leaders over at SBDC. So that's also a similar program to Goldman Sachs, but a little more, a different angle on stuff. So what I've learned is you've got to never stop learning.
Right.
And there's always, I've been in the business for a while, but what I have learned is that, I've got to be better at managing the business, because, all of us small business owners can really relate to the, we wear many hats, we do a lot of stuff. We have, time management is really critical. So I'm just trying to really hone on the skills that'll help me be a better manager, a better business owner, a better employer to my, my employees. So that's why I took on this. And it was the first time they're offering it here on Guam. It's our first time ever. So we actually have a cohort with Hawaii. We do classes online. We're like, on the screen. So I thought, okay, let's, take this opportunity. So that's what I'm doing at the moment now.
Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first. Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.
But had you ever, when you're starting out, you show up to a site and, they're like, you're the plumber?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, they've gotten that, I think with a lot of the publicity and the women empowerment,
Yeah.
There's so much going on with the women's strength now, or Magahaga. There's just so much for us women to be proud of the steps, the strides that we're making now. And I think they're little, but initially, I tell you, I would go on sites and all heads would turn.
Right.
Maybe it was a pink hard hat, I don't know, but I've now used my big white brim one because that, but it was really you could tell. I mean, it's kind of the job site stopped for a few seconds, and we just stopped to look. Is that a woman? So, and especially back in the days when I used to be out in the field a lot, in my boots and my jeans and my t-shirts, right? And so now they've got a little more accustomed to seeing women out there. And the most memorable part for me was my dad was here. We were working on a project for the West O'Brien, the road widening near the pool area, and we were doing some work for some contractors there. And we had a meeting with all the the parties, the government officials, the representatives, and they kept just directing all the inquiries and the clarification to my dad, who was here visiting, and he just went with me. And he looked at them and he said, she's the boss. You need to talk to her. And all of them stopped, And so that was, that was one of the main, I remember that clearly stuck in my head because they automatically assumed it was the man. And that's naturally so. I mean, they would look and be like, he's older, he's got to be the boss. She's probably his secretary or something, right? Oh. So that was a moment, I think, when it was nice. My dad just kind of looked at them like, she's the boss. I'm just here. I'm just coming with her, So that was, but you still get it quite a bit. Or when people call and they ask to speak to the manager or the owner, they need something, or they got an inquiry, or they have a complaint or whatever. And then I get on the phone and they're like, I want to just speak to the boss. And I'm like, yes, I can help you. So I am the boss. You're talking to the right person. Or they'll call and be like, I need to speak to a plumber because they want to, kind of figure out. When we try to help people do stuff that we're all for the DIY. We want to help. Everybody needs to try to do stuff and save a little money, right? I mean, if you can fix that faucet, I encourage it.
Yeah.
Take on what you think you can handle, and that's great. Whatever you think is above and beyond, then give us a call. We'll help you. So people will call and I'll be like, did you try this? Did you do this? I'll try to guide them. But when they call and ask to speak to a plumber, and I get on the line, they're also like, are you a plumber? And then I say, yes. I can help you. So they're pretty amazed at that, and I like sometimes seeing the surprise on their face so that people can kind of be aware that, yes, women can be plumbers too, right? Right.
And so you're also the incoming president for the Guam Contractors Association,
so
right?
I'm actually chair-elect.
Oh, chair-elect,
right.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. They call it president, but I need to make sure to put that out. It's a correction. It's chair.
Okay.
So it is for the Guam Contractors Association board. So I'm incoming chair. I'll be sworn in this month. And it's really a really amazing time this year for the Guam Contractors Association. It is the 60th anniversary, so it's a milestone for them. And we're going to have a lot of activities lined up, and then we're also doing working through some other heavier issues like the H-2B issues, the the lawsuit that's going on right now. So it's quite a very there's a lot of things going on, so it's a little tough there because we've got a lot of things to go through, but I'm willing to take it on, and I've got a great board and I've got a good support team with the office staff there, so I'm ready to do it.
And being with GCA, and you're also with NAWIC, right?
Yes, and I'm a past president for our National Association of Women in Construction, and that's I'm still very active with that group. So that's also been growing. We are trying to just encourage women to work together, and
And speaking of encouraging women, they actually don't they have an event
Right. So that's a pizza pop and power tools.
Yeah.
Right? We call it PPT. So that happens once a year, and it's in conjunction with the NABIC Assist, the Guam Trades Academy, and the Guam Contractors Association. So we call the middle and high school students, girls, and then we have them come and we have them train in each of the trades. So, well, the first thing they do is get safety training, right? Because everybody has to be safety as job one. And then they go into electrical, plumbing, carpentry, masonry, heavy equipment even. So they get on a backhoe and try to lift and drop a bucket on an actual backhoe. Mm-hmm. And then we also last year Budadra came and did their bucket truck. So it's always a fun day. And then they have pizza, of course, because pizza pop, and then we have the drinks. And then we have them make a project. So that's the final part of the day. Is after they get those skills, we send them to the room and then they construct something. So they've constructed frames. They've done a toolbox, and we've done some figurines, some crafts. And then at the end of it, the nice thing is they get judged on the quality of the work. And so the prizes are great. We do like iPads.
Wow.
We've done some pretty nice prizes to encourage them. And seeing some of the girls are naturals. I was amazed because I've been doing it for like 9 years now. I've been teaching the plumbing. And so one of the girls came back the second year, and she told me, Miss, I did the faucet at my house. I still get goosebumps now. I was so amazed at her. I was like, good job, she did the faucet at her house. So just seeing that, and a lot of them are shy, like, you want to try, and they're like, no, it's okay. But then you've got the ones that are just like, yeah, I want to try. They want to get in and do the tools and fix it. So, the fact that we're just planting the seed and making it known to them that this is an option. And, like some people, as they say, not everybody's college material. Some people are better with their hands. And, so we try to just make sure that we expose that as an option for them to think about. Yeah. And, construction doesn't necessarily have to always be hands-on. And construction also involves engineering, right? Architectural. You might have an eye for design. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of other business opportunities that go into supporting the construction industry. Insurance, right? There's even like Jerry Young Rail Ads Tech. They are the ones that also publish the publications, the construction news bulletin, and so that's also construction support, and that's ads and media, right? So there's a lot of things that you can consider when you think about construction and doing work with it.
Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first. Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.
What are some of the goals for you for GCA?
Well, we want to clean up that H2B, and we're hoping that gets settled fairly quickly. We're also trying to raise awareness and bring. We also rolled out last year for the first time Construction Warriors, which is aimed more at the high school students. So we're trying to get some of the high school students that may not have an eye towards college and may want to just. And right now, construction is a good paying job. You usually don't start out at minimum wage, and there's a lot of opportunities here, especially with the military buildup. And even without that, you can still make a good living on construction. So we've been trying to cater that to the students that are readily able to enter the market, the employee market, right? So we've been doing that and trying to concentrate. There's also programs, and some of the counselors weren't aware of it, but students that are kind of maybe need a little more credits to get to graduate, they can work on some of the construction, like the carpentry, and they can use that to fill the credits. And so that may also help some of them that may be struggling with the academic portion of the work, but are still good with their hands and can follow directions and are reliable and punctual. They know the value of a hard day. They know how to put in a good day's work, and they're willing to show up. So it's our goal is to get more local hires. It's just there's a limited pool. It's not that we want to hire H2B.
Yeah, I was going to say, why aren't we getting more people interested? It's like we're always relying on this foreign labor.
Well, because we have the boom too. There's a high need for we've got a lot of construction going on. Yeah. So it's a temporary need because of that. But I mean, only because Guam is historically short on workers, it's a temporary need, but it's a long-term temporary. Yeah. So and that's part of the reason that we're having some issues. But it's a tough thing because we're trying to train workers, but we have to be able to attract them into the industry. So that's, I think, what a lot of our outreach is trying to do, is to make them aware that this is what you can do, and also seeing when you get your hands on something and you step back and you see what you did, it gives you a sense of pride. When the work is done right and you say, man, I helped do that. My dad used to do that all the time when we were driving around. He's like, oh, I did that house. And when I was little, I'm like, oh gosh, here we go again, right? Here he goes down with his, I did this and I did that. And I was doing it one day with my sons, and I was like, here I go.
Do you do that?
So my sons are probably like, here goes mom. But it's a sense of pride that you had a part of that. So that also helps to hopefully attract them, people that want to see your finished product and get their hands on it and be like, I helped to do that, So I think it's just changing the mindset. I know that as we all grew up, a lot of them were like, you better go to school, you better go to college, because you don't want to be out here and getting, in this, we call it the sunshine trades, right? The hot sun. And Guam's weather is really tough. I mean, I was in Boston, and we have the construction workers out, and it's like aircon, right? They're out on top, and they were fabricating a metal building. I thought, wow, that's a lot easier than the same job, but doing it in Guam as opposed to Boston. The heat is, you just walk out of your car and you're just
you're hot, right?
So it takes a lot. I won't say it's easy to be out in the sunshine trades, but there are some people that can do it, and we need those people to come and show up and be like, hey, I want a job, I need to work. That's what we're looking for.
So for you then, like you said, it's hot out there. Why did you keep on doing it? Was this just something that you have a passion for? You love building things, fixing things?
Yeah, I woke up every day. I liked what I did. I didn't feel, gosh, I'm trying to go in the family business. No, I really enjoyed what I did. I liked working. I enjoyed, troubleshooting. I enjoyed, fixing problems. I enjoyed helping people. I've got people that, have been with us since way back when, right, when we started. So, and, thanks to those loyal customers and the support, we're still here. So it's nice to be able to help people. I like learning. It's always changing. So every day, if you go into an 8 to 5 and you're, an admin clerk or an accountant 3 or whatever the case may be, every day you're going to have that stack of papers and you're going to do that number thing. And for some people that works, but I like the variety. I like the challenges, right? I like being able to come in, and the daily schedule changes every day. So there's always something new, and there's a lot of new technology. And so I enjoy it. Now I can't imagine myself doing anything else. You asked me this 30 years ago, I wouldn't have imagined myself, being here doing this. So life, I guess, takes you on roads you don't always think that that's where you wanted to go, but you should look at where I ended up now. I wouldn't have changed it, right? Yeah.
Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first. Buy with confidence is the Triple J Advantage. 1 year maintenance, 1 year tire and rim protection, key replacement, and $700 coupon book with every new vehicle purchase. Only at Triple J, customers first.
For people that are watching, even young girls out there who are like, man, I think I want to try, doing this. What advice do you have for them?
Well, first of all, make a call, right? Give me a call. Say, hey, I'm interested. What do I need to do? What do you suggest? What steps do you think I should take? Should I start the trades academy? What do I need to do? Do I start getting certified? Do I start attending classes? And that would be one of make the call first. Call me and see, hey, I'm interested. And it may not, even if you're not interested in plumbing, if you're interested in construction, for example, I can refer you to the Trades Academy. I can refer you to Lisa over there. I can refer you to the Department of Labor. They've got some programs there as well. There's a lot of programs for, first of all, for construction in general, because there is a shortage here on Guam. And also for any kind, if somebody's looking for something to do, looking for plumbing, they want to do construction, even if they don't want to do construction, they can call and be like, hey, I need help. We're trying to guide our young generation into making better choices and you know, I'm serving as a role model, and it's really humbling for me. So I'm willing to take a call and see where we can, you know, guide them and give them some help. Construction related, I'm the girl to talk to. I can help you with figuring out where you need to go. There's a lot of different avenues that you can get to where you need to be, and depending on your situation will determine which way it would be best. Yeah.
And really, just finally, with being named the Guam Businesswoman of the Year, you know, so what do you plan on doing, you know, now that you've received this award? Because I know they have mentorship programs with the, you know, the Guam Businesswoman of the Year program. So tell me about what you plan on doing.
Well, that was something new, I think, that they rolled out this year.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they're going to try to get some of the groups together. I've been asked to speak at several different events, like the Seroptimus of the St. John's. They had called. That was the first time I had met. I've listened to Senator at the time. I'm sorry, our governor Lou Guerrero, right? And she was talking about her senator days, and she was already starting to run. And that's when I got to hear her speak, and it was nice. I got to talk to the young girls, and you know, I want to be able to help guide, you know, those that need some help to, you know, find their way and not give up. You know, that's very critical time, right? And when they're growing at that age and their minds are so moldable still, you can still try to, you know, guide them if they're going the wrong way. Start to push them towards, you know, trying and giving things a try. You know, if you decide maybe you want to do this and you give it a shot and it doesn't work, then hey, it's not for you. Then, you know, there's other stuff you can look at. There's other things you can do. Just don't give up, or by all means, just don't sit around and do nothing. There's so much to do. People tell me they're bored. I'm like, how could you be bored? So there's a lot to do, and a lot of it, some of it doesn't cost money to do. You know, you can get, sometimes just coming in and sitting around for a day, seeing where you can help out. You know, they've got a lot of OJT. That one will also provide things like transportation money. There's so many programs that are being underutilized. So I suggest that if anybody has any questions, they can give us a call. We're willing to help. And then with the Guam Women's Chamber, we also do the Guam NAWIC. We do scholarships. The Guam Contractors Association does scholarships for the Trades Academy. And then, of course, the Businesswomen of the Year, we gave away, you know, 20,000. Yeah, that's also really helpful. So there's a lot of programs out there. If you need help, you just need to ask.
Okay. Well, what about you? Anybody that you know, your role models that you wanted to
my grandmother, my grandma Chong Barrett, she was an issue. I mean, I'm in a, you know, like I said, this is not usually a woman's trade. I was never really following, you know, status quo, right? I'm not the typical. I kind of, you know, did everything on my own. I walked to the beat on my own drum, so
trailblazer.
Yes. And grandma was definitely that. She never let you know, anything stop her. You know, at her age, she was going to college. You know, she was she was also noted in Governor Lou's speech because she had done the Guam Code for Guam. Yeah. So she was a senator. So she always told me, don't let anybody stop you. She was so independent, you know. And so grandma was one of my initial first role models in my life, and she would pick us up after school. So I spent a lot of time with her. And of course my mom taught me grace, and you know, how to be graceful and then tactful, but also very firm, right? So mom didn't do any of the punishing or anything. She didn't do the spanking, but she had the eye, and she had her way of making sure that you knew when you were stepping out of line. She could just give you that look. And mom also instilled in me helping people. So she had that plaque on the, you know, through this toilsome world, alas, and then you have a chance to help somebody. You should lend a hand, right? If you can, just you do that. So mom had that plaque up on her wall, and now I have it in my room, you know, when she passed away. So it was really my mom and my grandmother that I attribute. And we have a lot of strong women in my family. My Auntie Liz, of course, the you know, Attorney General. So it's it seems natural for me to have this, you know, women, you know, strong women, because it's always been around me growing up. So I can attribute that to the strong women that I grew up in. Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
you're
sharing
welcome.
your story.
Thanks for asking.
This has been Cruising with KUAM with Jessica Barrett, the Guam Businesswoman of the Year. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.